we have some Limbus drama, but as well as a new teaser trailer. We're gonna be going over the trailer, and then we're gonna be going over the drama that's been happening. And you guys might know what we're talking about. I haven't seen this new Ego yet, but we have furries. So let's check it out. Let's see what it's all about. Oh, is that an umbrella? That is an umbrella. Huh. Furries. Oh, wait, what? He's a wolf now. Wait, what? Hold up. Okay, so the first move is a Final Fantasy IV Dragoon Spear attack. And now we have a umbrella turn into a wolf. Transformation, jumps up with umbrella speared all over her. Is that a lift or is that an explosion? One more sec. One more look. So that's simple enough. And then I gotta look at this one more time. She jumps into the air, launches. Oh no, it's the umbrellas. So her ego evolution or her corroded form is the umbrellas popping out and blasting them away, I think. Because I think they open up even though it's the jump. So it's stuck there. I don't know. It just, the guy blows up. It looks like it's a force field shove, but I don't know. Looks cool. Can't say what ego this is gonna be though. I mean, we do know what ego this is. This is the one where we have the event where we can pull out umbrellas out of the fox or pet the fox. Dog? Fox? I think it's a fox. Wolf? I don't know. I don't remember. But it's essentially that ego. So it's pretty cool. From the looks of it, I honestly can't tell what it is. I'd assume it's a Gloom ego, but that's just super grasping at straws. But the main thing that I did want to talk about, though, however, is this. So, apparently, there's been abuse of convenience store payment in Japan Google Play, which is interesting because it seems like it only affects the people in Japan. Now, this is one of those things right now where it's TLDR. They have found a way to be able to just break the Google Pay Store, and they were getting essentially more paid premium currency than they should have. So let's go over. Hello, this is Project Moon. We have identified an issue where convenience store payment available in countries including Japan can be abused to illicitly acquire items and currency such as lunacy. The standard procedure of purchasing in-game items through convenience store payment by using a code while the payment is cancelled or pending is as follows. Open the game, make an in-app purchase, select convenience store payment as payment method, acquire the payment code, go to the convenience store and make the payment according to the guideline provided by the store, e.g. issuing receipt via code input. The listed procedure can occur in the following case. After performing step 4, which is the priority of the payment code, closing and restarting the game causes items from the pending purchase to be provided prematurely. So they were getting just items before. If you have made purchases through the standard procedure, the purchase and acquisition will have been logged accordingly, so you won't face any problems. We have made adjustments so that when purchasing in-game items through convenience store payment, the items won't be provided until the payment has been confirmed to be made. In addition, we are aware that this issue can also raise problems in countries that do not support convenience store payment due to proxy purchasing. We are currently in the process of reviewing in-game purchases and currency acquisitions logs to confiscate illicitly purchased items and currencies, as well as restricting offending accounts. We apologize for the inconvenience. So this is interesting. I actually wasn't even aware that that was a thing, but it kind of makes sense though. There are people out there who will find ways to be able to just get free stuff. I remember when Riot had an issue, like League of Legends game, where they had an issue where for their in-game store, people were able to just convert their blue essences into RP points, albeit slowly, but they were able to do it. Now, this is the one of the few things where I think it's actually good. So, more often than not, it's one of those situations where not hackers, but exploiters find a way to be able to take advantage of the system. And here's the thing. Those people will never make that information clear. Like, this is something that definitely Project Moon found out on the back end. Because if people knew about this, they're not going to be spraying this out like wildfire. This is really specifically to a small group of people. Because here's the thing, if people find a backdoor exploit like this, they usually don't share it with a ton of people. They only share it or sell it to people who they know they can trust and keep that information with them. So it's honestly interesting to see how this is going to affect the game. I don't think that this was a big issue because I will phrase it. I don't think that this was an issue in the sense that for people like me who live in Canada, I don't have access to the Japanese store, I would have never thought to do this, you know? And I'm not tech savvy enough to be able to do this. So for the majority of the people who play this game, this would not be a problem. However, it's actually interesting to see that Project Moon is able to detect stuff like this. I'm pretty sure they found out one of two ways. Either A, numbers weren't matching up, in the sense that a lot of extra currency were being given out and the profit margins don't make up for it. So there was probably a huge discrepancy in pay to what was going out. That's one. Or B, they noticed a lot of, I mean, companies aren't dumb. They'll be able to track things like that. If they notice like something that's kind of off and a lot of people start doing it, they'll be able to track that down right away. And the third, maybe plausible scenario is that just word got out and it leaked all the way to Project Moon. So there's that. I will say it's actually interesting that people do this. I know there are ways to be able to circumvent certain things. Like, for example, it's like Spotify. For example, Spotify, if you want to sign up for Spotify, instead of paying on the Apple Store, what happens is they direct you to their website. Because if you know, an in-app purchases from Apple stores, Apple Store takes 30% cut of all revenue that you get from the App Store. However, what Spotify does is instead, when you try to like subscribe or like pay for their service monthly, it will take you over to a website where you can pay that website specifically, which circumvents Apple Store, which is pretty ingenious, not gonna lie. Now, in the sense of Limbus Company, where people find backdoors like this, it's actually one of those things where I relate because number one, if you find a glitch and no one has said no, you're just gonna exploit it out the wazoo. But obviously, you know it's technically exploiting the game or abusing a bug in the game. And honestly, I do feel like the people who do abuse it should be like have their account confiscated, but I also understand that it kind of feels bad because if you restrict those accounts, I can assure you that those people will never play the game ever again, most likely. Because if you shaft their account when they're like, what, 3 months? Yeah, this game's been out for like almost 3 months. 3 months deep, those people who had their accounts shafted, they're just not going to come back into the game and they're not going to play the game. But I think overall it's better for the economy in the sense that number one, Limbus Company and Project Moon is going to be making money. Number two, people who actually play the game and pay for the game are going to progress as they should versus people who take advantage of the system and just omega inflate their accounts. But the thing is that Limbus Company is a game that, realistically speaking, if you put $100 to $200 in and you just consistently buy the monthly packs, and by monthly packs I mean the monthly lunacy pack, like you could have everything maxed out. Like right now, I have basically everything. I'm missing like 2 identities. 3-star W Corp Mersalt and 3-star Kurokomo Henchman Rodion. But that's basically it. I have all the egos, but the only thing I would say I'm missing is like threads and some EXP tickets. And that's all I'm missing. So honestly, this game just doesn't require a lot of money, which is actually pretty amazing. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this. Obviously, it's a terrible situation for people to be able to take advantage of the system, but as a consumer, I personally never knew about it, so I wouldn't care. But from a business point, obviously it's something that has to be fixed. It's just profits that are being lost and people are just getting stuff they're not supposed to. So hopefully and most likely, I'm assuming Project Moon's going to compensate us. Usually speaking, this looks like something they would compensate us for, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. As usual, let me know down in the comment section down below what you guys think. So yeah, that's about it. John Panio signing out. Bye for now.